can program also expert advisors. I start my strategy from the economic news. I'm started with an Italian teacher.
Hello, Mr. David. How are you doing today?
I'm very fine, thank you. Hope same to you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So before we start today's session, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, I'm David. I'm a professional trader since 5 years, and I'm currently living in Dubai, but I'm Italian, so I'm also quite focused in the Italian market as well, but normally I'm resident in Dubai.
All right. All right. That sounds interesting. Being born and brought up in Italy and then moving to Dubai. So yeah, that's a whole different dynamic of the conversation. We will hopefully get back to the part in the next couple of minutes. So yeah, you are currently living in Dubai and you were born and brought up in Italy. So are you a part-time trader or a full-time trader?
Yeah, I'm normally full-time trader. Yeah, full-time trader.
Full-time trader.
I used to. Yeah.
All right. So, what are the pairs or instruments that you're trading right now?
Normally, I used to trade 90% of the time in gold because I studied this metal for many years, and so I'm very focused in gold.
All right. So, how long has it been since you started trading?
I started in 2000. I started studying in 2018, and first step in the trading, and then step by step I increased much more during the COVID period, where we were in lockdown. So I increased, and then today is let me say my main business.
All right. So you started trading back in 2018. So it means it has already been more than 5 years, man. So how did it all start? I'm just curious to know about your story.
I'm started with an Italian teacher that put me in contact with a Canadian academy that was very focused in the gold strategy. And so I started with this academy that they were focused in the gold market, let me say. In the meantime, I was finishing my degree in the financial markets economy in Italy. And so it has been two different ways. The first one, my university, and the second one, this academy for traders that was mainly focused on the gold. And it opens a view in my life. And so starting from that point, I increased more and more and more.
So being a trader, did that educational background in finance, did it help you?
A lot, because one of the main point of my strategy is not too much the graphics, but I studied and I start my strategy from the economic news. Every day I check the economic news, and from this point I start my strategy.
All right. So your strategy is mostly dependent on the news, the financial market. So if you have to distribute the focus point of your strategies, so will it be more focused on the fundamental analysis or the technical analysis?
No. Let me say minimum 80-90% in the fundamental analysis, and then I compare what I can see from the fundamental analysis to the technical analysis. But the main point has to be fundamental analysis.
All right, that's unique. That's great to hear. All right, so as you are mostly trading fundamentally, so does that mean that you are mostly trading during the London and New York session, or does your trading hour include Asian session as well?
No. Normally I can trade in Asia, in London, and in the US markets. So normally I don't have any restriction, let me say, in my strategy.
So in that case, what's in which time frame is your strategy best suited for?
Normally, when I let me tell you one important thing. Normally, I used to work with my expert advisor because I can program also expert advisors. I like automatic trading, most than manual. So in case of particular news or particular market sentiment, I can do some operation by manual. Otherwise, normally I set every day my expert advisor because I program them by myself according to the news to the market of the day after. Okay, so in the evening, I prepare all my expert advisors ready for the day after. So
All right.
it's very customized strategy for me.
That's exciting to hear. Also, you started trading back in 2018 and it is 2023. Since when you got interested to start your journey with prop firms?
At the beginning, I was a trader with a real money account, no? And so, when you have a real account, not always you can have a big amount available. So it's very difficult, especially for let me say a gold that is very volatile. So it's difficult to take a stop loss. So I traded for a couple of years with real money. That then thanks to my teachers, I started to discover the prop firms, and okay, the restriction was and the rules were quite difficult at the beginning, especially if you are a trader at the beginning. But then I studied more and more how they works till I found your prop firm that for me is the best, honestly. For different point of view. And then I increased my strategy more and more with prop firm, even though I already have other couple of real account money.
All right. So you just called us the best, one of the best prop firms out there. So what are the three things you like most about FundedNext?
Different points. The main one is let me say the support that is very flexible, even because for me that's the trading is quite difficult in case of news, no? So what I can see more in your dashboard is the news restriction, no? That are the main rules. So at the beginning, what's not so easy to manage this restriction, even because when you work with the expert advisor, it's easy that it open and close some orders during the news due to the market volatility. But your support has been very professional, helped me a lot. Even if at the beginning some account was broken for this rule, but with your support immediately I understood how I could deal, and from that point it has been an increase of success, and I'm very happy. The second point that for me is very important is also the possibility to have some program where you can start earning money since the beginning and not to be related just with the challenges. Okay, I don't like the prop firm that give only the evaluation program, because you have to wait for the 2 steps. Then maybe if you don't manage the psychology, it's also difficult to achieve the result, especially if you are near to the closing time and you are far away from the result. So I don't like this kind of the way to work, even because I believe that the trading is not a marathon, but is a very slow but daily successful, no? So I prefer to earn not too much, but every day to achieve the result at the end of the month. And your prop firm allowed me to work in this way and to have a program that I can earn money since the first months, and show to you that my profit can be successful in the long time period.
All right, that's really great to hear. At the same time, I suppose you're already using our express model, and I just also wanted to quickly notify you that news trading and all these things are allowed in our stellar challenge. So the profit target is much lower, 8%, and at the same time, the news trading is allowed with unlimited days, no time limits. So yeah, something that you can check out in the future.
No, but I'm already using Stellar. I bought one account last month because when I immediately checked the rules, for me Stellar was an upgrading of the Express model, and I immediately purchased one account, and up to till today is very profitable. So I'm very happy.
That's really great to hear. Now talking about your trading strategy, so you started back in 2018 and now it's 2023. So a lot of things might have changed in the path, because when someone starts trading, they have very few knowledge about the market, about their own emotion. So I'm just curious to know about you this whole journey. Like, what are the currently what's your trading strategy? What are the things you look for before executing a trade? So please.
Very easy, very easy. My strategy is very easy. So first of all, I study the economic news, and
Mm-hmm.
then I wait for them. When the news has been released, I immediately use a strategy with pitchfork level. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, pitchfork is the base of my strategy. For me, pitchfork level is something that, let me say, 9 times on 10, it's successful. So when I have to place an order, I used to check pitchfork level. And then I compare with the alligator indicator and EMA 200. So first of all, I used to check pitchfork. When I see the signal in pitchfork that the level has been touched, I immediately compare with alligator and EMA 200. And let me say, this kind of strategy allow me to place a manual order that 90% is successful. Otherwise, I can also set it up my expert advisor accordingly. It depends. But for me, I don't use any other indicators than pitchfork and alligators.
So if I simply summarize your trading strategy, so you basically look for entries using pitchfork whenever the market touches a key zone in the pitchfork. So then you prepare to execute that trade, and for the confirmation you also use a moving average 200, right?
Yeah, and also alligator indicator.
All right. So
Alligator that give me a clear signal also.
all right, that's really great to hear. So you have also talked about time frame, because as you oftentimes trade with EA, so the time frame doesn't account for in your strategy. Also, regarding as you are trading mostly gold, so how do you manage your risk? Because gold is a very volatile market. I'm just
Yeah,
curious to know
yeah,
about that.
yeah. Yeah, normally I don't set it up in my expert. I don't have the stop loss set it up, but
Mm-hmm.
normally I don't trade with with a big size. So I prefer to control very carefully the size, and
Mm-hmm.
normally I adapt 1 on 2 risk profit, but using a small size. And believe me, I did a lot of tests in different pro firms, and when I broke my account was mainly for the size. In my point of view, I have a couple of years in experience in prop firm. One of the most important secret to be successful is to control the size. Because if you control the size and you don't have this, let me say, rush to close the orders, but you have to be also careful to wait when the market can come back to your order and to take your profit, you can be successful. So for me, the most important thing in the risk management is to control the size.
All right. So regarding the size, you were referring to lot size, right?
Yes, correct.
All right. So I've got answers about your indicator. I've got answers about your trading strategy. So I'm just curious to know about your trading psychology. Like, there are times when your ear doesn't work. There are times when you are in a continuous losing streak. So how do you manage your emotions during that time?
Look, when I can see that the day after will be a sort of particular, let me say, the day in the financial market with a lot of news, I prefer to switch off completely and not to
Mm-hmm.
trade, or maybe put some order after all the main news. But one of the other problem that I sometimes I can face is that I feel myself particularly tired or not so clear in my mind, and sometimes 2 3 times a month can happen. I prefer not to trade, because what I discovered in the past is that if I trade or I program my expert advisor that my mind is not completely clear, can be a problem. So I prefer to switch off. I know that it can happen a couple of times a month, but I prefer to do that, and this is a successful strategy as well.
All right, all right. So, like, as it is important for everyone to maintain some key things while trading, like journaling trades. So do you journal your trades often?
Not so much often.
All right. So can you tell me what's the biggest profit you made in one trade?
Let me say, a couple of €1,000.
Couple of €1,000. That's great to hear. And and also, what was your biggest win of all time?
Biggest
win? Biggest risk to reward ratio?
1 on 3.
1 to 3. That's great. All right.
Yeah,
I've also got answers about your trading psychology and consistency. Also, we've also got a new trading psychology specialist in FundedNext, Mr. Sanjeev. Have you attended his sessions on Twitter?
Not yet.
All right. So in every week we already have 2 sessions with Mr. Sanjeev, and he talks about trading psychology, how to manage emotions and everything. So you can definitely check it out.
Okay. I didn't know, and I will check my dashboard for sure.
All right. It is actually available in the Twitter section. At the same time, it's also available in our Discord, so you can check it out anytime you like.
Okay, that's very good.
All right. As we've mostly covered all the questions, so but some basic questions to wrap up the session. Like, is there anyone who inspires you in trading?
Yes, my two people that are 2 teachers. One is an Italian teacher that is very famous in the stock markets exchange in Italy, that he inspired me to, in the psychology side, to keep calm and not to be in a rush during the week, because one of the problem at the beginning for me was this psychology issue to in any case close the week with the big profit, and so inspired me to maintain the calm. And the other person is a Canadian teacher that is very, very good, because he inspired me to be curious in the financial economy news and to check every day what's happening in the markets.
Shout out to your teachers, and because without them, all these profits, it wouldn't be possible, I suppose.
No, I think so.
All right. So what's your plan for your future trading career? Where do you see your trading career in 5 years?
I hope to grow more and more, to work much more and more with you, with FundedNext, because for me is I checked many prop firms, but I prefer to work with you. And so what I expect in the next year is to grow more and more, to have different accounts that can become important for me. And of course, I'm very curious in trading system, because my background was also not only Forex but also vanilla options. Mm-hmm. So I'm a trader in the vanilla option as well, and so maybe I can implement the Forex with the other branch of trading that is completely different. But what I expect by myself is to grow more and more in this field.
That's gonna be an interesting collaboration to have.
Yeah.
All
absolutely.
Right. So do you, as you were already a very successful trader and one of the most successful traders from Italy at FundedNext, so do you have anything that you'd like to add for your fellow Italian traders?
What I would like to tell is that your prop firm is very serious. The support is very good, and many friends of me that normally work with me daily, I'm suggesting your company because it's very serious, and so 100% they have to come with FundedNext.
All right. Thank you for your kind words. It was really nice talking to you, Mr. David, and hopefully we're going to disburse you a lot of payouts in the upcoming days. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.